The wrestling world is reeling as a legend says goodbye at WrestleMania 42. Brock Lesnar has officially hung up his boots after a shocking loss to Obafemi, leaving his gear in the ring in an emotional farewell. We are breaking down the 5 most iconic moments of his historic career, from the day he conquered The Undertaker to his massive debut against The Rock.
Never run out of battery again with the INIU portable charger, the slimmest 10,000 milliamp hour power bank that keeps your devices charged on the go. Stay powered up wherever you go. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
But the retirement news does not stop there, as Triple H is weighing in on the future of the face of the company. The WWE Chief Content Officer is doubling down, confirming that John Cena is finished with in-ring competition for good. After his historic run as a 17-time world champion, Triple H believes Cena is set on keeping his promise to never wrestle again. Think you saw everything during the WrestleMania 42 broadcast? Think again, because we have the footage of what happened when the cameras were off. John Cena was caught on video chugging a beer at ringside alongside NFL star George Kittle. It was a wild, fan-focused moment for the legend that you definitely missed on television. Finally, John Cena is hoping to change the culture of the business for stars like AJ Styles. He is advocating for a new trend where retirements actually stick to protect the fans' emotional investment, though he leaves the door open for AJ Styles to potentially return for a dream match against his own son. For more exclusive updates, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell for all our latest notifications. The wrestling world is still reeling. At WrestleMania 42, inside a packed Allegiant Stadium, we didn't just witness a loss, we witnessed the end of an era. After a quick, stunning defeat to Obafemi, Brock Lesnar did the unthinkable. He took off his gloves, left his boots in the center of the ring, and walked away. No formal announcement, no long-winded speech, just a silent, powerful gesture that echoed louder than any mic drop in WWE history. Alongside a visibly emotional Paul Heyman, the Beast incarnate cemented his final exit. But how do you quantify a career that redefined dominance? Let's rank the 5 moments that made Brock Lesnar an absolute legend. At number 5, we head to SummerSlam 2014, where Cena took a one-way trip to Suplex City. It wasn't just a match, it was a methodical destruction of the face of the company. It's poetic, really, considering Cena and Lesnar started together back in 2002, and have now effectively closed their chapters within months of one another. Coming in at number 4 is the Cowboy Brock era. Watching him lift an entire ring with a tractor during his feud with Roman Reigns wasn't just sports entertainment. It was pure, unadulterated spectacle that pushed the boundaries of what we thought was possible in a squared circle. Number 3 takes us back to the beginning, WrestleMania 19. Defeating Kurt Angle to become champion wasn't just a title win, it was a statement. Sure, we all remember the botched shooting star press, but the takeaway was clear. A year after his debut, Lesnar was already the alpha. Number 2 is his coronation as the next big thing after dismantling The Rock. That night was a masterclass in passing the torch, with The Rock playing the perfect role to launch Lesnar into the stratosphere. And finally, number 1, the moment that will forever define wrestling history, the night the streak ended. When Brock Lesnar pinned The Undertaker in New Orleans, the silence in the arena was deafening. It was shocking, controversial, and ultimately the most historic beat in modern wrestling. Brock's career was built on one thing: legitimacy. Whether he was pinning collegiate rivals or knocking out heavyweight titans in the UFC, you always believed Brock Lesnar was the most dangerous man in the room. He was a force of nature we may never see again. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the legends of the ring. What was your favorite Brock moment? Let us know in the comments. After all, the Beast might be gone, but the legacy is carved in stone. Can you actually imagine a WWE ring without John Cena? It sounds impossible, right? But the man who defined an entire generation of wrestling has officially called it a day. While we've seen countless legends retire only to pop back up for one more match, Triple H is setting the record straight. The era of the Cenation is firmly in the rearview mirror. In a recent sit-down with Joe Tessiter, the game himself opened up about Cena's retirement, and his stance is crystal clear: John is done. Triple H noted that while Cena's passion for the business hasn't dimmed a single watt, his commitment to this farewell is ironclad. Think about the legacy he left behind before walking away. He didn't just fade out. He went out on top, capturing that record-breaking 17th world title and finally joining the elite Grand Slam Club after snatching the Intercontinental belt from Dominic Mysterio. It was the perfect storybook ending to a career that spanned 2 decades. While we've seen him pop back up to host major events like WrestleMania 42, don't hold your breath for a return to the squared circle. It's a bittersweet reality, but perhaps that's what makes his departure so meaningful. He went out exactly on his own terms. Do you think a wrestling icon like Cena can truly stay away forever, or is this really the final bell? Drop a comment below with your favorite Cena memory, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of WWE. After all, legends never truly leave, they just change the way they impact the game. Ever wonder what the stars do when the red light on the camera finally turns off? Well, John Cena just gave us the answer, and it was legendary. At WrestleMania 42, while the cameras were busy capturing the in-ring action at Allegiant Stadium, Cena was busy living his best life at ringside. It all started when NFL star George Kittle, who was already putting on a masterclass in beer chugging all night, egged the 17-time champ on. And let me tell you, Cena didn't hesitate. He grabbed that drink and downed the whole thing in one smooth motion, proving that even in retirement, he still knows how to put on a show for the people. After he finished, he just handed the empty cup back with a casual, "Thanks," like he was just a regular fan in the nosebleeds. It was a hilarious, humanizing moment that we definitely didn't see on the main broadcast, but thanks to social media, it's already becoming iconic. This was such a cool shift for Cena, who spent the weekend as the host of the event, marking his return to the WWE spotlight following his emotional retirement match against Gunther last December. Between announcing attendance numbers and popping up for surprises with Bianca Belair and Danhausen, he was clearly enjoying his new role as the ultimate hype man. It's rare to see the stoic face of the franchise just let his hair down like that, and honestly, it's a vibe we could get used to. Seeing the legend trade the ring gear for a beer cup was the perfect cherry on top of a massive weekend. What do you think? Does this make you respect the legend even more, or were you hoping for one last match instead? Drop a comment below to let us know, hit that like button if you loved the moment, and don't forget to subscribe for more behind-the-scenes wrestling madness. At the end of the day, even legends need a cold one after a long night at the office. We are witnessing the end of an era, but could John Cena be architecting a new philosophy for the entire wrestling industry? Since hanging up the boots after that emotional clash with Gunther back in December 2025, Cena has been vocal about one thing: the sanctity of a final goodbye. In professional wrestling, retirement has historically been a revolving door, but Cena is trying to turn that door into a vault. On the 2026 Hall of Fame red carpet, Cena sat down with TMZ to discuss AJ Styles, who recently walked away following his own loss to Gunther at the Royal Rumble. Cena isn't just hoping Styles stays retired. He is actively trying to set a trend where retirement actually carries weight. It is a bold stance, especially in an industry built on never say never moments. When we invest years of our lives watching these icons, we deserve for that final bell to truly be the end. However, Cena is also a realist. He knows that family, specifically the potential for a father-son showdown, changes the equation entirely. He admitted that while he selfishly wants Styles to stay retired to preserve the gravity of his exit, the idea of AJ stepping back in for his son is a narrative goldmine that fans would absolutely lose their minds over. It is a complex balance between the integrity of a career and the allure of one last story. So, where do you stand? Does the promise of a final match hold more value if it is never broken, or is the door for a legendary return always worth keeping ajar? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest from the ring, and remember, every legend has their time, but it is how they leave that defines the legacy.